Okay, this is Professor Comical for CIS102. I have two sections of 102 this semester online, the I-030 and I-040, the exact same course content. So even though you see I-030, this is for both I-030 and I-040 Spring 2012 CIS102. Okay, it looks like most everyone got started correctly and posted your week 1 about me. Please give me through Tuesday to grade everything of each week. So things are due Sunday night, midnight. So if you could give me through Tuesday, that would be great. After I finish grading items, you should be getting emails from me as a group and then also individually as they're graded. And so just remember, when you do come into the course site, there is a grades tab you can look at. For week 1, just recap real quick. Same as this week, you'll have a podcast at the beginning of week 2. Last week you had the About Me getting started, and that was it, making sure you got your protections situated with navigating the site. A lot of you have already used the course chat through Mevo, which has worked fairly well. Anytime I am online, it does say I'm online. Even if I'm offline, you can leave a message. One of the things I do recommend or ask for you to do is change the nickname below your full name. You just click on this edit nickname and actually type in your first and last name, hit enter, and you can type in your question. Even though I'm offline, this will come to me later to answer. Okay? If I have your full name, it gives me what class you're in, and I can't email you from this offline chat. All right? So let's get right into week 2. Week 2 goes into Chapter 2. You're going to be doing your very first CD lab. I did update the how-to CD lab, and the original one I believe I had at the end of the CD lab had you pasting the screenshot into the email. You need to attach that screenshot into the discussion, not paste it. So for the Chapter 1 CD lab, new perspective operating PC, if you click on how-to CD lab, it will bring you to that updated lab. Just to recap, there's a CD that came with your computer concepts book on CD, I believe the name of it is. Put it in your computer. When it prompts you to track, if it does prompt you to track your progress, please cancel that prompt and goes right into the launching of that book on CD. You'll find a contents menu at the top. You'll go to the top where it says contents, click on the chapter number this week, and then you'll see a new perspective labs title. It'll actually look like this right here. Then click on the correct lab title. Like this week it's operating a personal computer is what it actually looks like. When you click on the actual name or the icon, it should prompt the lab to start. You're going to read and perform all tasks. It has a continue button that you'll click. When you're finished, it has an exit button and a score will pop up when you finish the actual exercise. Do a screenshot. If the Alt key print screen key does not work, a couple of the alternatives we'll look at in a second. But this is what a screenshot will look like. It'll have lab quick check results. Hopefully yours is better than this here, 0.25. But one of the students was concerned about the score, and for these CD labs, I'm not concerned about, and you're not graded actually on the score. You're graded on submitting the lab successfully. The reason I don't want you to focus on the scores, I want you to complete the CD labs and focus on the content. Now, as weeks go on, your score will, but again, you're getting the 50 points for each lab, completing it successfully and following the directions on attach a screenshot of the score. So most of you have laptops, I'm guessing. Some of you don't, but if you don't have a laptop, if you have Windows Vista or 7, there is a tool that I recommend using, the snipping tool, that I give you direction here how to use. Follow these directions on how to get a snippet of that lab score here when it pops up. You'll select all of it, and once you're finished selecting that entire section, it will save it in your My Pictures folder by default on your computer. You can also save it to another location, but by default it's going to put it in My Pictures on your computer. If you do have the all print screen, you can then put it into Paint as well. But I do recommend using exclusively the snipping tool built into Vista and 7, which is going to be the easiest for most of you. So once you have the image of that screenshot, you'll go into the Dropbox for that week's chapter CD lab. In the title, you put chapter number and lab title. So this week is going to be the chapter 1 CD lab, operating a personal PC. So chapter 1 CD lab, or chapter 1 operating a personal PC is the actual title of the lab. You'll click on the file attachment button, attach the screenshot that you did with the snippet tool, and submit. Once you're finished submitting, you should have some, as these folks here have, confirmation of your submitted file. It'll have the subject line, which is going to be what you should have put in the following the directions in the CD lab, which is chapter number, new perspective lab, just like this. And then in the actual attachments button, that's what you'll click on to browse out to your screenshot and submit. You shouldn't have to type anything in the message of the email or the Dropbox, so just need title and attachment, submit. So that's CD lab. Let's go on to the next requirement, discussion. This week, the question for discussion is describe how you use your computer in daily life. Short and sweet on discussion here, but just give folks and everybody better read each other's post. You can go in and read how people use their computer in daily life, maybe at work and play. And so just, some of you might blog, you might go on Facebook, use it to manipulate pictures you've taken for your family. And so the list goes on and on. Just give things that you use, ways that you use your computer in daily life. And it'll may help some people. So we've got chapter 1 we went over of CD lab, week 2 discussion, and then finally a quiz. All the quizzes for this class are, you get an option 3 times to take the quiz, max score out of 3, and then time. All multiple choice. And one thing I wanted to show you, I'll go ahead and show you mine here to just make sure you understand it. Some tips here to help you with the quizzes. So it'll tell you the assessments were 20 points. You get a maximum number of attempts of 3. Admits, meaning it's not timed, and for review. When you begin your quiz, if by chance you need to pause it or save, you can click the save and continue later. It says your answer will be saved, the assessment will not be submitted. Click OK to finish. So click OK, come back. Next time you come back to your quiz, it'll actually say resume, which then you can begin taking your quiz again. When finished, hit submit. Once you submit it, it will tell you if any incorrect answers you received. It will tell you what the correct answer is. Before you take it the second attempt, you might reread the chapter or the section of chapter you need help with. Go back to the submitted quiz, review the answer you got incorrect. Once you've reviewed them and you know the correct answer, hit continue and begin now again. So highest score out of the 3, you don't have to take 3. If you're satisfied with an 18 out of 20, that's fine. So that concludes week 2, January 23rd, week of January 23rd. If you do have any questions, you can email me as always with an eagle. I also do have in the lessons area a Q&A discussion forum. You can post and reply to course and non-course related items here. Anything about politics. Somebody posted something about quick checks in here, assignments, any tips you have for students on the way you study and the way that you learn online. Any other resources you might have to help students, that would be great. But again, you can use this for course and non-course related items with this year being the election year. You might post some things about your favorite candidate. You can even put in your computer questions, book suggestions, things of that nature for our courses. And just keep it clean and try to check these once a day. That would be great. So this will be for class-related Q&A. We'll let you guys try to navigate this area and answer each other's question and answers. If you have a personal question though about the class or need help, you can email me. Otherwise, you can also use the chat, which I mentioned earlier. And if I'm online, generally online Monday evenings, also Wednesdays from 4 to 7, and then periodically throughout the week and weekend. So, hope you have a great week. If you have any questions, again, give me an email.